He's off and all that.
Oh, have you lost any in this action?
But few of any sort, none of any name.
Oh, victory's twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I see here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor upon a young Florentine named Mario.
Much deserved on his part, equally remembered by Don Pedro. He hath indeed better expectations, much more than you must expect me to tell you now.
The Captain Uncle here in Messina will be very glad of it.
I've already delivered him letters, and there appears much joy in it. Even so much that joy cannot show itself modest without a badge of bitterness.
Did he break into tears?
In great measure.
Oh, I know a flow of kindness. There are no faces truer than those so washed. How much better is it to weep in joy than to joy in weeping?
I pray you, is Signor Montanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There were none such in the army of any sort.
Now, please, who is he that you ask for?
My cousin means Signor Benedict of Padua.
Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as ever he was.
He set up his bills here in Messina and challenged Cupid at the flight, and my aunt school reading the challenge subscribed for Cupid and challenged him at the bird bolt. I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars, but how many hath he killed, for indeed I promised to eat all of his killing.
Faith, niece, you do tax Signor Benedict too much, but he'll be meek with you, I doubt not.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars.
You have musty victual, and he hath hoped to eat it. He is a very valiant trencherman, he hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A man to a man. A lord to a lord. Stuffed with all honorable virtues.
It is so indeed, he is no less than a stuffed man. But as for the stuffing, well, we are all part of it.
You must not so mistake my niece. There is a sort of merry war betwixt her and Signor Benedict. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed by 1. So that if he have wit enough to warm himself, he had better bear the difference between himself and his force, for it is all the wealth he hath left to be known a reasonable creature. I pray you, who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
Is it possible?
Very easily possible. He wears his faith, but is the fashion of his hat. It never changes for the next while.
I see that. The gentleman is not in your books.
No, and he were, I would burn in my study. But I pray you, who is his companion? Is there no young swearer now that would make a voyage with him to the devil?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh Lord, he will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio if he hath caught the Benedict. It will cost him £1,000 ere he be cured.
I will hold for you, lady.
Do, good friend.
You'll never let that niece.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro is approached.
Signora Leonata, you are come to meet your trouble. The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and you have carried.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace, for trouble being young, comfort should remain. So happiness takes its leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. But I think this is your daughter.
Her father many times told me so.
Were you wondering what you did ask?
I know that Signor Benedict was a child.
You haven't told by that, Benedict. We know what you are.
If Signora Leonata be her mother, she will not have her head on her shoulders for all of Messina, because like her, she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
Why, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Oh, were it possible Disdain should die when she had such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to Disdain if you come in her presence.
Why, then it's courtesy a turncoat. For I am certain I love all the ladies, only you excepted. And I would that I could have in my heart that I had not a hard heart for true.
I love them. A dear happiness to within. They would else be bothered with a pernicious seer. I thank God and my old blood I'm your keeper for that. I would rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loved me.
God, keep your that mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, until such a face as yours were.
Why, aren't you a rare parent teacher?
Word of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would that my horse had the speed of her tongue in so good a continuum, but keep your way. In God's name, I'm done.
You always end with James trick. I know you are old.
You have it full, Leonata. Signor Claudio, Signor Benedict, my dear friend Leonata hath invited you all. I tell her we shall stay at the least a month, and she heartily prays that some occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear she is no hypocrite who prays for her.
If you swear, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. My lord, I bid you welcome, and being reconciled to the prince your brother, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. Not in many words, but I thank you.
Please, your grace, lead on.
Your hand, Leonata, we will go together.
Benedict, is that not the mother of Signora Leonata?
I looked on her, but I noted her not.
She not an honest young lady.
Do you ask me like an honest gentleman should do for my honest true judgment, or do you ask after me as a professed villain to their sex?
No, I pray thee. Speak in sober judgment.
Well, methinks she too low for high praise, too brown for fair praise, and too little for great praise. I give this one commendation. Were she other than she is, were she unhandsome, but being no other than she is, I do not like her.
Well, thou thinkest I am sports. Tell me how thou truly likest her.
Do you wish to buy her, that you inquire after her?
The world buys such a jewel.
Okay, education put it into. But do you say this with a sad brow? Or do you say it as the flouting jack to say, Cupid is a good hair finder, Vulcan a rare carpenter? Tell me, what key shall a man bring in a song?
I think she's the sweetest lady I've ever looked upon.
I can see it without spectacles, and I see no such matter. You have no intent to turn her husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I have sworn the contrary hero would be my wife.
Oh, it has come to this. Is there not one man in the world that can wear his cap with suspicion? Shall I never see a bachelor of 80 again? Well, go to it, thrust my neck into a yoke, wear the print of it, and sign away Sundays. Ah, here comes Don Pedro to seek you.
What secret hath catched you that you followed not to Leonata?
I wish your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge you on your allegiance.
Ah, you hear, Claudio? On my allegiance. I can be as secret as a dumb man. Well, I'd have you think so. On my allegiance, mark you this. On my allegiance, he is in love. With who? Well, that is your grace's part. Look how short his answer is. With hero, Leonata's short daughter.
This were so it were honored.
It is an old tale, my lord. It were not so, nor it were not so, but God forbid indeed it should be so.
Amen if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I spoke my thought.
In faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two faiths and troughs, my lord, I spoke mine.
And I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
I can see not how she can be loved, nor how she could be worthy. It is an opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die with it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic. In the despite of me.
I never could maintain his partner in the force of his will.
A woman conceived me, I thank her, that she brought me up. I likewise give her most humble thanks, but I would sooner have reed winded on my forehead or put my bugle in invisible baldric. All women shall pardon me. I will do them no wrong to know any. I shall give myself the right to know none. And the vine is in which I go the viner. I will live a bachelor.
I will see thee ere I die, little pain with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love. For truth, I would lose more blood with love than I can ever gain back with drinking.
Well,
Pluck my eyes out with a ballad marker's pen, and put me up the door of a brothel house with a sign of blind Cupid.
if ever thou shalt fall from this In time, the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull may, but not the sensible Benedict. If the sensible Benedict ever have the horns plucked off the bull, have them set upon my forehead, and have me be vilely painted. And in those great letters that they write, here's a good horse for hire, and under it have them signify, here be Benedict the merry man.
Now we speak horn man.
Nay, if Cupid have not spent all his quiver in Venice, I will quake for this shortly.
Oh, I will look too for the earthquake then.
Oh, you will temporize me hours. In the meantime, good Signor Benedict, repair you to Leonatus, commend me to her, and tell her I will not fail her at supper, for indeed she hath made great preparation.
I shall muster myself for an embassage. I shall command.
To the tuition of God, from my house of my hand, and your loving Saint Benedict.
Yea, mock not. You know, the body of this discourse is sometimes guarded with brackets, and those guards are lightly basted on neither. Ere you flout old hens any further, examine your conscience. And so, I leave you.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach it but how, and thou shalt see how apt it is to do any hard lessons that may be good.
Hath Leonata a son, my lord?
No child of a hero, she's her only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudia?
Oh, my lord, when you went onward in this ended action, I looked upon her as my soldier's eye, liked, but had a rougher task at hand than drive liking to the name of love, but now I'm returned, and war thoughts have left their places vacant, and in come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompted me how fair young hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
Thou wilt be like a lover presently, and tire the hero with a book of words. If thou dost love fair hero, cherish it, and I will break with her father, you shall have her. Was not to this end that thou beganst to twist so fine a story?
How sweetly you do minister to love.
What is served will fit. 'Tis once thou lovest, and I will fit thee with a remedy. I know we shall have revelling tonight. I will take thy part in some disguise, and tell fair hero I am Claudia, and I will take her hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my amorous tale. And the conclusion is, you'll have her. In practice, let us be present.
Sleep when I'm weary, intent on romance business. While I am married, and claw no woman.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this, so you may do it without controlment. You have of late stood out against your brother, and he hath newly taken you into disgrace. For it is needful you young season for your own harvest.
I'd rather be a canker in the head than a rose in disgrace. And it better than this my blood to be this day of old than to fashion a carriage to require wealth from any. And this though cannot be said that I am a flattering honest man. It must not be denied that I am a plain dealing villain. I am trusted with a muzzle and enfranchised with a claw. Therefore I have agreed not to sing in my cage. If I have my mouth, I'll bite. If I have my liberty, I will do my liking. In the meantime, leave me be as I am and seek to not alter me.
Is there no use for this intent?
I make all use of it, for use it I own. Who comes here? What news brought you?
I came yonder from a great supper. The prince, your brother, is royally entertained by Leonata, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
With serve for any model of Nashville. What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Marry your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudia.
Even he.
A very right, a very noble squire, a very proper squire, and who, which way is he?
Oh, marry on Hera, the daughter of Hera.
A very forward Martian. How came you to this?
Being entertained for a perfumer, as I was smoking a husky room, comes me, the Prince and Claudia, hand in hand, in sad conference, and with me behind the arras. There were agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Count Claudia.
Come, let us thither. Let's make proof fruit of my displeasure. That young upstart, all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross in any way, I bless myself every way. And you too sure, and will assist me. Come, let us to the great banquet. Their food may prove the greater of my displeasure. Were the cook were on my own mind. Now we go prove us to be done.
We'll wait upon your lordship.
With a good leg and a good foot on, and money enough in his purse, such a man could win any woman in the world if he could get her goodwill.
And my troth, niece, thou would never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd with thy tongue.
Well, in faith, she's too cursed. Too cursed is more than cursed. I shall lessen God send in that way, for it is said, God sends a cursed cow short horns, but to a cow too cursed, he sends none.
So by being too cursed, thou will send thee no horns.
Just if he send me no husband, for the which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I cannot endure a husband with a beard. I had rather lie in the wool.
Thou mayest lie upon a husband that hath no beard.
What shall I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentleman. He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. He that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is more
anyone may fit with a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overpowered by a piece of valiant dust? Oh, no, Aunt, I'll not. Adam's sons are my brethren, and in truth, I count it a sin to imagine my kinsmen.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that card, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin. If you be not moved in good time, if the prince be too important, tell him there is measure in everything, and so dance out the answer. For hear me, hero, wooing, wedding, and repenting is as the Scotch jig, a measure and sing pace. The first suit is hot and hasty like a Scotch jig, full as fantastical. The wedding, mannerly and modest as a measure full of state and ancientry. And then comes repentance, and with his bad legs falls into the syncopate faster and faster till he slips into his grave.
Cousin Alice Abraham, passing truly.
I have a good eye on it. I can see a church by daylight.
Well, the rebels are a great sister, make the rule.
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly, look sweetly, and say nothing. I am yours for the walk, and especially when I walk away. I may say so, but I can't. When I like the favor, for God to defend the loop should be like the case.
My visor is Philemon's roof. Within the house is Job.
Why then your visor should be thatched. But why would you be like me?
So would not I for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities.
Oh, which is what?
I say my prayers aloud.
Oh, I love you all better than Purvis may cry. Amen.
Oh, God, match me with a good dancer.
Amen. And God keep him out of my sight when the dance is done. Well, answer, clerk. No more words, the clerk is answered.
I know you well enough. You are Senora, and told not a word I'm not.
I know you might waggling of your head. To tell you, I'm counterfeiter.
Oh, you could never counterfeit her so well unless you're the very woman. There's her dry hand up and down. You are she, you are she.
At a word, I am not.
Gods, come. Do you think I do not know you by your excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself? Go to, mum, you are she. Graces will appear, and there's an end. Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you must pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
Then I was disdainful that I had my wit out with 100 merry tales. Why, this was Signor Benedict that said so.
Oh, what is he?
I am sure you know him well enough.
Oh, no, you must pardon me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I must tell you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester. A very dull fool, none but libertines delight in him. His gift is in devising impossible slanders, and the commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy, for he both pleases men and angers them. Then they laugh at him and beat him. I am certain if he were in the fleet, I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I shall tell him what you say.
Do. He'll but break a comparison or two on me, which, peradventure, not marked or not laughed at, will send him into a melancholy. And then there's a partridge wing save, the fool will eat no supper that night. We must follow the leaders.
Oh, and every good thing.
Nay, if they do me ill, I'll eat them at the next turning.
Sure, my brothers, Amorous, my hero. And yet with honor fallen the break of the goddess. The ladies follow her, and one visor remains.
That is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are you not Signor Benedict?
You know me well. I mean.
Signor, you're very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on the hero. I pray, dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You make her the part of an honest man, and
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection
too, when you swore you'd marry her tonight.
Come, let us move it.
Yes, I answered Benedict. Hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis true the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all things save the office and affairs of love.
Ah! Count Claudio?
Yea, the same.
Ah, come with me.
Whither?
On to the willow. Now tell me, how will you wear the garland of? Around your neck, the usurer's chain, or under the arm like Lieutenant's scarf? You must wear it one way, or the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Oh, spoken like an honest drovier. So you sell bullocks. Oh, tell me, do you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you leave me.
Oh, you strike like the blind man. It was the boy that stole your meat, and now you strike the post.
Not be, I will leave you.
Poor, hurt, foul. And now we will go seek the sedges. But how can my lady Beatrice know me and not know me? The prince is fool. It may be I go under this title because I am there. It is the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts her into the world and so puts me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Senor, where's the Count? Did you see him?
Oh, troth, my lord, I play the part of Lady Fay. He is as melancholy as a lodge in a war. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace meant to go get the good humor of this young lady, so I took him to the willow, either to make a garland of him, to this being foreshamed, or to bind him to a rod as worthy of being whipped.
What's his fault?
The flat transgressions of a schoolboy. In being overjoyed in finding a bird's nest, shows it his companion, and his companion's kids.
Would you make trust a transgression? The transgression is in the stealer.
Yes, but the rod had already been made, my lord, and the garland too. He might have worn the garland and given the rod to you, whom, as I take it, have stolen his bird's nest.
I would teach them to sing and then restore them to the owner.
As you answer singing, sir, you say honest.
The lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman who danced with her told her she was much wronged by you.
Oh, yeah. She has driven me past the endurance of a block. There is an oak with one green leaf that would have argued with her. My very cat was soon like and began to scold with her. I would not marry her if she had all the endowments that Adam had before he transgressed. Her voice admits pure termination. She would infect to the North Star. Please, let's speak no more of this infernal ate. She speaks nothing but pain, anger, and perturbation follows her.
Look where she goes.
Do you have any duty for me? I will go as far away as the Antipodes. Bring you a toothpicker for the furthest inch of Asia. Get you the length of Prester John's foot, a hair on the great Jam's beard. Do any embassage in the pygmies. Have you no job for me?
None, but to desire your good company.
Oh, then I refuse the dish I love not. I must leave for this lady tongue.
Come, lady, come. You have lost the love of Senor Benedict.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for a single one. Marry before, he wanted to me with false dice, therefore your grace may well say, I have lost it.
You have put it down, lady. You have put it down.
So would I, he would do me, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Well, how now, Count? Wherefore art thou sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How thou sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad nor sick, nor merry nor well, but civil, Count, civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
Faith, lady, I believe your blazing to be true, and yet if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero was won. I have broken with her mother, and her goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Claudio, take with me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to it.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I would be a little happy if I could say how much. Lady is for mine, I am yours. Give myself away to you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if thou cannot, stop his face and let not him speak neither.
Faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, sure, my lord, it keeps on the merry side of care, I think it. Oh, my cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
Oh, so she doth, cousin.
Oh, good Lord, for alliance. So goes everyone to the world but I. I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner and cry, hey-ho, for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I would rather know what your father's getting. Had your grace ne'er a brother like you, your father got excellent husbands, and they come by them. No, my lord. Unless I may have another for working days, your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace, pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence, Mr. Fitzpatrick. And to be married best becomes you, for out of question you were born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord, my mother cried, but there was a scar danced, and under that was I born. Cousins, God give you joy.
Niece, will you look over after those things I told you?
I pray you mercy, aunt. By your grace's pardon.
My troth, a pleasant spirit lady.
There's very little of the melancholy element in her, my lord. Why, she's never sad but when she sleeps. And oftentimes my lord has said, not even then, for she has dreamt of unhappiness and waked herself with laughter.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
No, oh God, my troth, she mocks more all brewers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Meredith.
Lord, my lord, if they were going to be married, they'd talk themselves mad.
Count Claudia, when do you mean to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on precious to love of all his rights.
Not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence but a sevennight, and time all too brief to have all things answered in my mind.
You shake the head at so long a briefing, but I warrant thee, Claudia, the time shall not go ill lives. I will in the interim undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Senior Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection the one with the other. I would fain have a match, and I doubt not what to fashion if you three will render such assistance as I will give you direction.
My lord, my heart is with you, though it cost me 10 nights' lodgings.
And I, my lord.
And you too, Genevieve.
Oh, I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
Benedict is not the unhopefullest husband I know. Thus far can I praise him. He is of a noble strain, of approved valor and confirmed honesty. I will teach you how to humor your cousin that she shall fall in love with Benedict, while I, your two helps, so practice on Benedict that in spite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he will fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no archer, for his glory will be ours. We are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I'll tell you my drift.
Yea, my lord. Like cross it.
Any barney cross me had meshed up with this little Scooby. I am sick of my displeasure to him. Can't stop across this marriage.
Oh, not honestly, but so dishonest.
Briefly show me how.
I believe I told my lordship here since how much I would pay for a bargain for a gentleman to hear.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, appoint her to look out at her lady's chamber window. wronged his honor and married the renowned Claudio, whose estimation you might hold up.
Heaven aided. Still, such a one as hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the grace, to vex Claudio, to hunt you hero, and kill your not slip you for every other issue.
Only to despite it will I endeavor anything.
Go then! Find me a meet out and draw Don Pedro and Count Claudio alone. Tell them that you know that the hero loves me. And take a kind of seal both to the prince and Claudio as in love with your brother's honor that made this match and his friend's reputation. Who's nothing but cousins, the semblance of maid. You discovered this. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them instances, and she'll bear no less likelihood than to see me in her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret hero. Bring them to see this the very night before the infant wedding. For in the meantime, I will so fashion the matter that hero absent, and there shall appear so seeming true hero's disloyalty that jealousy shall be called assurance, and all preparation over.
Grow this into an adverse issue, and I shall put it into practice. Be cunning in avoiding this, and I fees 1,000 ducats.
But you constantly accusation, and my cunning shall not shame.
I shall presently go learn the day of their marriage.
Boy!
Senor!
I have a book in my chamber window I have it brought here thus in the orchard.
I'm here already, sir.
I know that, but I have it brought here and here again. I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool by falling to the behaviors of love, will himself become a hypocrite by falling in love himself. And such a man is Claudio. You know, there was a time in which Claudio would walk 10 miles to see a good art. And now he lies 10 nights awake, dreaming of a new doublet. There were a time when he would listen to the drum and the fife, and now he only listens to the tabor and the pipe. He just speaks true and honestly, and now his vocabulary is that of a thug. It's a fantastical banquet. Is it possible that I could see in these eyes? It's enough that love may magic me into an oyster. I shall swear an oath. If I shall ever fall in love, let me become an oyster. A woman may be true, yet I am well. A woman may be virtuous, yet I am well. A woman may be beautiful, yet I am well. But if less, all of these qualities be condensed into one woman, I shall remain a bachelor. She may have beauty, kindness,
meant nothing.
Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever. One foot in the sea and on the shore, to one foot constant never. Then sigh not so, but let them go, and reunite their body. Remembering all the sounds of woe into hey nanny nanny. Sing no more, Diddy, sing no more of love so dull and heavy. The throng of men was ever so, since summer first was weeping. Then sigh not so, but let them go, and reunite their body. Converting all the sounds of woe into hey nanny nanny. Then sigh not so, but let them go, and reunite their body. Converting all the sounds of woe into hey nanny nanny. Converting all your sounds of woe into hey nanny nanny.
Truth, a good song.
And an ill singer, my lord.
Nay, not so, Faith. Thou sings well enough for a shift.
And if she had been a dog, then how thus they would have hanged her. I pray that God, no mischief come from her foul voice. You know, what plague may come after.
Nay, Mary Malty, I pray thee, get us some exit music, for tomorrow night we would have it at the Lady Hero's chamber window.
The best I can, my lord.
Do so. Farewell. Now, come hither, Leonata. What was it you told me of this morning? That your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedict?
Oh, I didn't ever think that woman would have loved any man.
Oh, no, I either. But how wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedict, who in all outward behavior she seemed ever to abhor.
It's possible the wind shifts in that corner.
Oh, my lord, I know not what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. It's past the infinite.
May she doth the counterfeit.
Fake like enough.
Oh, God, counterfeit? There was never counterfeit passion came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What effects of passion shows she?
Fake hook well, the fish will bite.
What affects my lord? She will see you. My mother told you how.
As she did indeed.
How, I pray thee? You amaze me. I would have thought her spirit would have been invincible against all assaults of affection.
Indeed, I as well especially against Benedict.
I should think this is gold. When it's spoken by the honorable woman of the house, and surely such knavery cannot exist in such heavens.
He has taken the infection. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affection known then?
No, and swear she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis true indeed. So your daughter says, shall I, says she, that have so oft encountered him with such scorn, write to him that I love him.
This says she as she writes, for she'll be up 20 times a night, and there sits she in her smock until she has written a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all.
Oh, I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
Oh, that when she had written and read it over, she found Beatrice and Benedict between the sheets.
That?
Oh, she tore the letter into 1,000 halfpence, railed against herself for having been so modest to have written one who she knew would flout her. I measure him
weeps and sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, God give me patience.
She doth indeed, and my daughter has said it so. The ecstasy is so much overborne her that my daughter is very feared that she will do a desperate outrage to herself. This is all very true.
Well, it were good that Benedict should learn of it by some other if she will not discover it.
Oh, to what end? It would make but a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And he should, it would be an alms to hang, for she's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion she is virtuous.
And she's exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict!
Oh, my lord, with wisdom and blood combating in so tender a body, we have tended to run the blood of the victim, and I am very afraid for her. I have just cause being her aunt and guardian.
I would she had bestowed this dotage on me. I would have danced all her respects and made her half myself. But I pray, tell Benedict of it and hear what he will say. What a good thing.
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she will die if she bade one breath of her accustomed crossness to woo her.
She does well. If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it, for the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
He's a very proper man.
He hath a good outward happiness.
Before God, and in my mind, very wise.
He does show some sparks that are like-wit.
And I take him to be valiant.
As Hector, I assure you. And in the managing of quarrels, you may say he's wise, for either he avoids them with great discretion, or he undertakes them with the most Christian-like fear.
Oh, if he do fear God, I must necessarily keep the peace. But if he break that peace, he must enter upon with fear and trembling.
And so he will do, for the man doth fear God, howsoever it seems not in him by some large jests he will make. Well, I'm sorry for poor niece. How did you go find that room?
Never tell him, my lord. Just let her love die out.
No, she wear her heart out first.
Well, we'll hear more of it by your talk. Let it cool a while. I love Benedict well, and I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is of so good a lady.
My lord, we walk. Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote upon her about this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let the same net be spread for her, and that Mr. Daughter and her gentlewoman carry. The sport will be when they each hold an opinion of the other's dotage, and no such matter. That's the scene I would see, which will be merely a dumb show. Let us send her to bid him come in to dinner.
It's true! The culprit is sadly born. They have heard the truth of it from Hero. They've seen the pity the lady. Oh, love thee. I did not think I'd live to be married. Does the appetite alter? Oh, here comes Lady Beatrice. Oh, she is a fine lady. I despise the marks of love in her.
Against my will, I have sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Lady Beatrice, I do thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in the message.
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a jaw with gall. You have no stomach, senor. Fare you well.
I bid thee come to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. If I do not love her, I'm the villain. If I do not marry her, I'm a fool. I must go and get a picture.
Say that thou overheardst us, embittered us still to the pleated valley where honeysuckles ripened by the sun. Forbid the sentimental-like favorites made proud by princes that advance their pride against the power that bred it. There will she hide us into our repose. This is thy office. Bear thee well in and leave us alone. I'll never come, I warrant you.
Presently in.
Now, Lasley, Benedict.com, as we do trace Sally up and down, our talk must only be of Benedict. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. By this matter is little Cupid's crafty arrow made that only wounds by hearsay. Oh, now we look where Beatrice, like a lapwing, runs close by the ground to hear our conference. The pleasantest angling indeed is to see the fish cut with her golden oars the silver stream and greedily devour the treacherous bait. So it will be for Beatrice, who even now is couched in the woodbine curvature. Fear you not, my brother. Then we go near her so that her ear may lose nothing of the false sweet bait that we lay for it. No, truly, Ursula, she is too distasteful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock. But are you sure Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely? So says the prince and my betrothed lord. And did you tell her of it, madam? They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them if they loved Benedict to wish him wrestle with affection, and never let Beatrice know of it. Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve so full as fortunate a man as ever Beatrice shall have upon? Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart with prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn, right sparkling in her eyes, was pressing what they look upon, and her wit, values itself so high that her all that else is weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape, nor touch of affection. She is so self-endeared. Sure, I think so. And therefore, certainly it were not good she knew his love, lest she make sport at it. Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man how wise, noble, young, how rare the creature. But she would spell him backward. Why, if bare-faced, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister. If black, why major drawing of an antique made a foul blot. If tall, a lance ill-headed. If low, an agate very vilely cut. If speaking, why a vein blown by all winds. If silent, why a block moved by none. So she turns every man from the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue that which simplicity and merit doth purchase it. Sure, such carving is not commendable. No, not to be so odd with all fashion as Beatrice's cannot be commendable. But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Oh, she would laugh me out of myself and press me to death with wit. There, let Benedict, let covered fire consume away in sighs, waste inwardly. It were a better death than thou wouldst. Which is as bad as thou is. But tell her of it, madam. Hear what she will say. No, rather I will go to Benedict and counsel with him to fight against his passion. And truly, I'll devise some honest slander to stain my cousin with. One doth not know how much an ill word may poison liking. Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She surely cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedict. He is the only man of Italy. Well, always except my dear Claudio. I pray you be not angry with me, madam, speaking my fancy. But Signor Benedict, for shape, forbearing, argument, and valor goes foremost through report in Italy. Indeed, he hath an excellent good name. His excellence did earn it ere he had it. When are you married again, madam? Why, every day. Tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show you some attires and have my counsel, which is the best to furnish me with. She's lying there, like TV. Proper, madam. If it proves so, the loving goes by house. Sound Cupid's give the arrows. Some of which perhaps. What fire is in my ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt farewell, and maybe pride and do no glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedict, love on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite me to bind our two loves up in a holy band. For others say, thou dost deserve. And I believe it better than accordingly.
I would stay till your marriage be consummate. Then go I toward Aragon.
I'll take you thither, my lord, if you vouchsafe me.
Hey, that would be as great a soil in the new gloss of your marriage as show a child their new coat and then forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with benefit for his company, for from the sole of his feet to the crown of his head, he's all mirth. He hath twice or thrice cut Cupid's bowstring, and the little hangman dare not shoot at it. He has a heart as sound as a bell, and his tongue is the clapper. For whatever his heart thinks, his tongue speaks.
Gallants, I am not as I have been.
Indeed, methinks you're setter.
I hope you be in love.
I am true. There's no true drop of blood, and it be truly turned over in love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
Draw it.
Hang it.
No, you must hang it first and then draw it afterwards.
What side for the toothache?
Where is but a humor or a word?
Well, it's easy for anyone to master the pain, but he that has
Yet, say I, he is in love.
There is no appearance of fancy in him, unless it be a fancy he have to strange disguises, as to be a Dutchman today and a Frenchman tomorrow, or in the shape of two countries at once, as a German from the waist downward on the slumps, and a Spaniard from the hip upward, no doublet. No, unless he have a fancy to this foolery, as it appears he hath, he is no fool for fancy, as you would have it appear he is.
If he be not in love with someone, there is no believing on signs.
Has any man seen him at the barber's?
No, but the barber's man has been seen with him.
Indeed, he does look young for the loss of the beard.
That's to say the sweet is in love.
My lady, may you walk with me? I have about 8 or 9 wise words to tell you that these hobby horses cannot hear.
Upon my word, to break with her about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have played their parts with Beatrice, so that way the two bears will not bite each other when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save me.
Good day, brother.
If you leave, sir, once more.
In private.
If it please you, take out Claudio me over here for I would speak of concern.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship will be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that, but he knows time.
If be any impediment, I pray you to discover it.
You may think I love you, Nels, but that appeared hereafter and ain't better at me by night I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he loves you well, and in matters of heart hath helped in your ensuing marriage. Surely suit will spent, labor bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, and the circumstances shortened, for she has been too long talking of. The lady is loyal.
Who, hero?
Leonato's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal.
What is too good to paint out her wickedness? Think you have a worse title, and I will fit her to do it. I will say she knows. Wonder not till further warnage. Come with me but tonight, and you shall see her chamber window in church.
May this be so?
I will not think it.
If you love her then, marry her tomorrow. If not, I would think it would fit you better to marry her. Dare not think until you have seen. Come but with me, and when you have seen more and heard more, proceed then.
If I see any reason tonight why I should not marry hero with the congregation tomorrow, where I should wed, there will I shame her.
And as I would for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no further till you are my witness. Bear holy but of midnights until you have seen crime.
The untoward returned.
Strangely thwarted.
Oh, plague by what prevented, so will you say when you have seen it.
Are you good folk and true?
Yea, or else a perfect relation suffer salvation, body and soul.
They ever a punishment too good for them, should they have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, never nowhere.
First, who think you the most dishonest to be constable?
You won't think so. Or Josie don't, for she can write and read.
Come you hither, neighbor sequel. God hath blessed me with a good name. To be well favored is the gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Both of which, Master Constable?
You have, and who will be your answer? Well, for your fortune, why give God thanks and make no boast of it. As for your writing and reading, that there is no need of such men. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit for the constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrom men who would bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How will you not stand?
Take no note of him, but let him go and presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
He who will not stand when bidden is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to them with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch of Babylon talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like the most ancient and quiet watchman, for I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only take care that your bills be not stolen. For you must call at all the alehouses and bid those who are drunk. Get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why then, let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not give a better answer, you may say they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him, by virtue of your office, to be no true man. And the less you meddle with such men, why, the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may, but I think they who touch pitch shall be defiled. The most peaceful way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company.
You have been always called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who had any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it!
How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Let the child wake her with cry. For the youth that will not answer her lamp when it bays will never answer a calf when it bleeds.
You know answer.
This is the end of your charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay.
Barley, I think not.
5 shillings to 1 ounce for any man who knows the statutes. You may stay the prince, if you see him. Marry not without the prince be willing, for the watch ought to offend none, and it is an offense to stay a man against his will.
My lady, thank you, sir.
Well, good night, masters. Keep your fellows' counsel and your own. Good night. If there should be any manner of way chances, call up.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. We will sit upon this church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
One more word, once. I pray you, watch out Signora Leonidas, for the wedding there tomorrow there is great coil tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant, I beseech you.
By my ability, which did confirm many slander guns
my trust for the nightgown and respected doors. Cloth of gold with cups, laced with silver down sleeves, side sleeves, and skirts. Round underwood with bluish tinsel. But for a fine, quaint, graceful, and excellent fashion, yours is worth 10.
Oh, God, give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
It will be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Ay, upon thee, art thou not ashamed?
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? I think you would have me say, saving your reverence, a husband. And bad thinking, do not rest for speaking, I'll offend nobody. Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think. And it be the right husband and the right wife. Otherwise, 'tis light and light. As my lady leaves this house, here she comes. Good morrow, cuz.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
How now? You speak in a sick tune?
About all other children things.
Oh, practice into light and love. That goes without a burden. Do you sing it? No, I'll dance it.
You light in love with your heels. If your husband has stables enough, you should see he shall have no barns.
Oh, illegitimate construction. I scorn that with my heels.
'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. Oh, by my troth, I am exceedingly ill. Hey, go back to me!
Oh, for a horse or a husband?
With a letter that begins them all.
Well, then you not be turned Turk. There's no more sailing by the star.
What means the fool, Traro?
Nothing on it, but God send everyone their heart's desire.
Well, these gloves that the count sent are an excellent perfume. I have stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed? Oh, there's goodly catching a cold.
God help me. God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Oh, ever since you left it, doth not my wit become rarer?
It is not seen enough. You should wear it in your cap. By my troth, I am exceedingly sick.
Oh, get you some of this distilled Cardus Benedictus and lay it to your heart. It is the only thing for a walk.
There thou prickest her with a thistle. Benedictus. Why Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? Oh, by my troth, I have no moral meaning. I'm a plain holy thistle. But you may think, perchance, that I think you are in love. Nay, by our lady, I am not such a fool to list what I think. Nor I list not to think what I can. Nor indeed I cannot think, if I would think my heart out of thinking, that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet, Benedict was such another, and now is he become a man. He swore he would never marry, and now, in despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not, but he thinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What case is this thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gal. Madam, withdraw! The prince, now,
Signor Benedict.
Don John, all the gallants in this town are come to take you to church. Don't be just because good Ursula can make it.
What would you with me, honest neighbors?
Mary, I would have some confidence with you that serves you dearly.
I'll be brief with you, for you see it is a very busy time for me.
Mary, yes it is.
Yeah, truly, this is good.
What is it, good friends?
Goodman Burgess speaks a little off the matter. An old man, his wits are not so blunt as God will desire, but in faith honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God that I am as honest as any man living, who is also an old man and a fat man and a crippled man. And no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous, gladness neighborhoods.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so, but we are the poor duke's officers. But truly, for my own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find it in myself to bestow it all upon your worship.
All thy tediousness on me, eh?
Yea, and to 1,000 pounds more, for I hear as great exclamation on your part as any in the theater.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Mary, our watch tonight, accepting your worship's presence, of course, had a couple of
said, faith, neighbor Purvis. You will be talking. As the saying goes, when the age is in the winds out, God helps us the world to see. Truly well said, in faith. Well, God's a good man, and two men ride a horse, one must ride behind. All men are not alike, alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, good neighbor, he comes too short.
Gifts that God gives.
I understand.
One word. Our watch hath indeed comprehended two auspicious persons, and we would have them examined this morning before your lordship.
Take their examination yourself. Then bring it me. I am now in great haste, as impaired hero to you.
It shall be sufficient.
Prince of mine, ere you go, and fare you well.
My lady, it is safe for you to give your daughter away to her husband.
I'll wait upon mine ready.
Coming, sir. Get you to Francis C. Gold and her bring her pen and ink going to the jail. We are now to examination these two.
Yeah, we might as well do it. It's wise.
Truly, we will spare from no wit. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunication and meet me in the jail.
Come, Fair Francis, be brief, only to the plain form of marriage, and we can recount their particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No. Oh, Friar, to be married to her. You come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count.
I do.
If either of you know any but intended why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls, husband.
Know you any, hero?
And my lord.
Know you any count?
I can't make his answer done.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do, not knowing what they do.
How now, interjections? Soon all of us be laughing, ah, ha,
Standing by, friar, mother, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As free son as God you give her me.
Oh, and what have I to give you back? Whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Oh, sweet prince, you learned me noble thankfulness. There, Leonardo, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the son and semblance of her honor. See how like a maid she blushes here? Would you not swear, all you could see her, that she were a maid by these exterior shows? But she is none, for she knows the heat of a luxurious bed.
Lord, what do you mean?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Dear my lord, if you and your approved have vanquished the resistance of our youth and made defeat of our virginity,
I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to his sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
It seemed I ever otherwise to you.
Out on thee! You seem to me as Diana or as Jesus is the butter after blow, but you are more intemperate in your blood.
My lord, well then you don't speak so wise.
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand as one dishonored that have gone about to knit my dear friend to a common stake.
These things spoken, or do I but pray?
Man, they're spoken, and they are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
Oh God!
You bid but one question unto your honor, and with that motherly and kindly power you have in her, bid her answer truly.
If they do so as thou art my child.
Oh God, defend me. How am I beset? What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who else can blunt the name with any? Just reproach!
Marry that can, hero. Hero itself can blot out hero's virtue. What man was he spoke with you yesternight out of your window betwixt 12 and 1? If you are a maid, answer to this.
I spoke with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then you are no maid. Leonardo, I'm sorry I must hear, but upon my honor, myself, my brother, and his grieving count did see her, hear her, at that hour last night, talk with a ruffian out her chamber
up and have thy outward graces in place to what thy thoughts and counsels of thy heart. And fare thee well, most foul, most fair. Farewell.
There's no man's dagger here apart from me.
Why have thou, cousin, forsaken you down?
Doth the lady!
Yet I think help aunt.
These things thus come to light, do smother her spirit some.
Oh, fate, lift not thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame and beauty wished for.
Cousin.
Have comfort, lady.
Oh, dost thou come?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why, does not every earthly thing cry sheep upon her? Could she yet deny the story that is printed upon her blood? Do not open thine eyes, hero. Do not live. For did I think that thou was not quickly tied, but thy shames were stronger than thy appearance. For the first, myself on the rear of reproaches. Grieving I had one. Should I through the nature's brain? Oh, one too much like thee. Why had I won? Why had I not, with charitable issue, taken up a beggar's issue at my gates? Smirching thus and mired in infamy, I might have said, no part of it is mine. This shame derives itself from my own loins. But mine, and mine I loved, and mine I praised, and mine I proud on mine. So much that I myself was to myself not mine, valuing of her. Oh, she, why, she's fallen into a pit of ink that the wide sea hath dropped too few to wash clean again, and salt too little to give season to this foul sinking flesh.
Peace, Signora. I, for one, am so overwhelmed by the current scene, I know not what to say.
On my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady Beatrice, were you heard that bill last night?
No, truly, although before last night I have this 12-month bit for bedfellow.
Confirmed. That is stronger made which before was barred of the Prince of Iron. She not denies it, but the Princess lie, and Claudio lied who upon hearing of her foulness washed it with tears. No, it's from her. Let her die.
Hear me a little, for I have only been silent so long and given way unto this course of fortune by noting of the lady. I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face. 1,000 innocent shames in angel whiteness beat away those blushes. And in her eye there hath appeared a fire to burn the error that these princes hold against her maiden truth. Call me a fool. Trust not my reading nor my observations, which with experimental seal doth warrant the tenor of my book. Call me, trust not my age, my reverence, calling your divinity. If this sweet lady lie not guiltless here under some Viking error.
Come, friar. Why did I not see that the only grace that she hath left is that she will not add to her damnation the sin of perjury? She not denies it. Why seekst thou come of an excuse what appears in proper nakedness?
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
He that know do accuse me. I know none. If I know more of any man alive than that which maiden modesty doth warrant, let all my sins lack mercy. O my mother, prove to me that any man converse with me at hours of night, or that I Western I maintain the exchange of words with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strange misprision in your princes.
The truth that was very big to honor. If anyone is misguided their wisdom in this, it is the bastard John, whose very soul toils in the frame abilities.
I know not. They speak the truth of her these hands. But if they
publishing that she is dead indeed. Maintain the mourning ostentation, and on your family's own monument hang mournful epitaphs, and do all rites that have attained unto a burial.
What will become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this well-carried shall on her behalf change slander to remorse. That is some good. But not for that dream I on this strange course, but on this travail look for greater birth. She died, as it must be so maintained, upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. For it so falls out that what we have, we prize not to the worth whilst we enjoy it, but we will lacked and lost, why then we rack for that. Then we find the virtue that possession would not show us, whilst it was ours. So will it fare with Claudio. When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come apparel in more precious habit, more moving, delicate, and full of life into the eye and prospect of his soul than when she lived indeed. Then shall he mourn, if ever love had interest in his liver, and wish he had not so accused her. No, though he thought his accusation true. Let this be so, and doubt not but success will fashion the event in better shape than I can lay it down in likelihood. But if all aim but this be level false, the supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy, and if it sought not well, you may conceal her, as best befits her wounded reputation, in some reclusive and religious life, out of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Signora, let the friar advise you on this. And although I am sworn to both the Count, Claudio, and the Prince, I will be as secret in this as your body is with your soul.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may leave me.
'Tis well consent. Presently no way, for to strange souls strangely they strain the cure. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you worked on this water?
Hey, then I will be a while longer.
I shan't have that.
You have no reason to desire it. I do it freely.
I believe that your fair cousin has been wronged.
How much might the man deserve of me who would write it?
Well, is there any way to show such friendship?
Very even way, but no such friend.
May I manage it?
It is a man's office, not yours.
There is not a thing in this world I love so much as you. Is that not strange?
As strange as the thing I know not. It were as possible to say I love the thing so well as you. But believe me not, though I lie not. No, I confess nothing, nor deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, that our love is faith.
Do not swear in it.
Oh, I will swear, and I will make any man who does not swear in it.
Will you not eat our words?
No sauce for you advise that. I love you.
Then God forgive me.
Why do you say this, Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to confess that I love you.
Then sayest with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart there is none left to protest.
Declare I do anything to thee.
Kill the body.
Not the wide world.
You kill me tonight. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice!
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. Now, I pray you, let me go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy.
Is Claudio thy enemy?
Is he not a proven in the height of villain that hath scorned, slandered, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh God, that I were a man. What, bear her in hand till they come to take hands, then
A man out the window, a proper, sane, sweet hero. She is belied, she is slandered, she is unjust.
Beatrice!
Princes and counties. Oh, sure, a princely testimony, a goodly count. Oh God, that I were a man, or I had any friend who'd be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesies, valor into compliment, and men are turned to tongues, and trim ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules that would swear a lie and eat it.
Beatrice, by this man, I promise thee!
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
You believe in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged Hero.
Yea, as sure as I have a belief or a soul.
Now, I am engaged. I shall challenge you. By this hand, I kiss it. I promise you, Count Claudio shall render me a dear account. Now, go to your cousin. I must say that she is dead. And so, I leave you.
Is our whole assembly opinion?
Oh, let's do a cushion for the sexton.
Which be the malefactors?
Mary, that am I and my partner.
Nay, that is certain. We have exhibitions to examine.
But which are the offenders that are to be examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Right. Yes. Bring forth the... What is your name?
Baraccio.
Pray write down Baraccio. Yours, miss.
I'm a lady, sir. And my name is Constance.
Ooh. Write down good lady Constance. Do you two serve God?
Yea, sir, we hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God. And write God first, for God defend, but God should go before such villains. It is believed already that you are little more than false knaves, and go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for this?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous wit, I assure you, but I will go about with him. Come you hither, sirrah. But where we go here? I say to you, it is thought you are false knaves.
Sir, I say we are.
Well, stand aside. They're all in a tale, for you undoubtedly are not.
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must bring forth the watch. Which are their accusers?
Yea, right, that's the easiest way. Let the watch come forth. I charge you in the prince's name. Refusal.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John Villain. Why, that is perjury to call a prince's brother villain.
Master Constable.
Pretty fellow, peace. Do not like my look, promise me.
What heard you him say else?
Mary, that he hath received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady Hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
That's that it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did me, upon his words, to disgrace Hero before the whole assembly, and not marry her.
Oh, thou villain, thou wilt be condemned to everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
That is all.
That is all.
That is all?
That is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John is this very morning secretly stolen away. Hero in this manner refused, in this manner accused, and upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these two be bound and brought to Leonatus. I will go before and show her their examination.
Come, let them be opinion.
Let them be
me in the head.
That's coxcomb.
God's my life, where's the sexton? Just write down the prince's officer, coxcomb. Come, grind them. Thou naughty fart.
Oh, you are an ass. You are an ass.
Dost thou not suspect my plans? Dost thou suspect my deeds? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass. Though it not be written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. Oh, William, thou art full of piety, and shall be pulled above by good wits. I am a wise fellow, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as any in Messina, and one that knows the law go to, and a rich fellow that go to, and a fellow that hath had losses, and one with 2 gowns, and everything handsome about him. Bring her away. Oh, that he were here to write me down.
If you go with us, you will kill yourself.
And 'tis not wisdom thus to set grief against yourself.
Pray, cease thy counsel, falls unto mine ears as prophetess as water through it. Give not no counsel, nor let no comforter to light mine ear, save one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a mother who so loved her child, whose joy was overwhelmed like mine, and I of her will gather patience. Measure her woe, the length and breadth of mine, and let it answer every strain for strain, as thus for thus, and such a grief for such, in every shape, limb, branch, and form. Bring her yet to me, and I of her will gather patience. But sister, there is no such woman. No, 'tis all their office to speak of patience to those who bring unto the Lord sorrow. Therefore, give me no counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisement.
But therein does man from children make different.
I pray you, I will be flesh and bone. Oh, there was never yet a philosopher who could suffer the true faith patiently, and yet they took the style of gods and made push at chance and sufferance.
Yet bend not all this harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There thou speakst peace and nay. Nay, in my soul I believe the hero is maligned, and that shall Claudio know, and so shall the prince.
Oh, here comes the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good day, good day.
Good day to both of you.
Oh, here you my lords.
We have some haste, Nina.
Oh, some haste, my lords. Oh, very well, my lords. Are you so hasty now that all is one?
Nay, do not quarrel with us, lady.
If she could right herself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs her?
Mary, thou must wrong me that was similar to thou. Nay, leave thy hand from thy sword. I fear thee not.
And faith may have meant nothing to my sword.
Do not fleer and jest at me. I speak not like a dotard or a fool, as a privilege of age to brag that I have done being young, or what I would do were I not old. Know, Claudio, to thy head, that thou hast so wronged my innocent child to me that I am forced to lay all reverence by, and with gray hairs and bruise of many days do challenge thee to a trial of a man. Thou hast belied mine innocent child, thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried in a tomb with her Though I am a lady, I will.
Lintonia, content yourself. God knows I love my niece and she's dead. Slandered to death by villains
That dare as well answer a lady indeed as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks, milksops.
hold you content. I know image and their way even to the utmost ruthless. Scandling, outplacing, fashion momming boys that lie and cog and flat,
Deprave and slander, go antiquely and show outward hideousness, and speak off half a dozen dangerous words, how they might hurt their enemies if they durst, and this is all.
My dearest, come, 'tis no matter. Do not you meddle.
Let me deal in this.
Ladies, both, we will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but upon my honor, she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lord,
I will
my lord,
not hear you. No.
very well. Sister, away. I will be heard. And shall, or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Oh, now, senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, senor. You are almost counterpart, almost a fray.
Oh, we would like to have our two noses snapped off by two women without teeth.
Senora Leonata and her sister. What thinks thou? Had we fought, I doubt we would have been too young for it.
In a false quarrel there is no valor. I came to seek you both.
Oh, we've been up and down to seek you. Will thou use thy wit?
It's in my scabbard. Shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
Never any did so, though many have beside their wit.
Nay, as I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
What courage, man.
You charging me with your wit, I pray that you change the subject.
Nay, then give him another staff. This last was broke cross.
Like this light, he changes more and more. I think he'd be angry indeed.
If he be, he knows how to turn his girdle.
May I speak a moment in your ear?
God bless me with a challenge.
You, sir, are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good. How you dare, where you dare, and when you dare. You will meet me my charge and do me right, or I shall name your cowardice. You have killed a sweet and innocent lady, and her death weighs heavy on you. What say you?
We'll meet with you, so it may have good cheer.
What a feast! A feast?
Faith, I thank him.
Your wit is admirable, my lord. It goes easily.
I will tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. I said thou hadst a good wit. Yes, said she, it hurts nobody. No, I said, he has a fine wit. Yes, said she, a fine little one. Nay, said I, but he has a great wit. Yes, said she, a great gross one. I said, no, but the gentleman is wise. Certainly, said she, a wise gentleman. I said, nay, but he hath the tongues. To which she responded, that I believe, for he hath sworn a thing to me on Monday night, which he forswore on Tuesday morning. There's two tongues, there's a double tongue. Thus did she, for an hour together, transshade thy particular virtues. And then she concluded with a sigh thou wast the properest man in Italy.
Or what she wept heartily and said she cared not.
Yea, she did, and yet for all that, and she did not hate him deadly, she would love him dearly. The old man's daughter told us all.
God saw him when he was hidden in the garden.
So, when shall we put the savage horns in the sensible Benedict's forehead?
Yea, the text underneath. There dwells Benedict, the married man.
Fare you well, boy. You know my challenge, and I shall leave you to your gossip like you. My lord, I must leave your company. Your brother has fled Messina, and between the both of you, you have killed a sweet and innocent lady. That's for Lord Blackbeard there. He knows my mind. And so, I leave you.
founders, and I'll warrant you.
And have challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
Softly be. Look at my heart be set. Did he not say my brother was fled?
Come here, sir. If justice cannot take you, she shall near weigh more reasons than her balance. You be a cursed hypocrite once, you must be looked to.
To my brother's staff, bow, and Borachio one.
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these two done?
Mary, sir, they have committed false reports. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanders. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
Firstly, I ask thee, what have they done? Thirdly, I ask thee, what's their offense? Sixth and lastly, why they're thus committed? And to conclude, what you lay to their charge. Masters, who have you thus offended that you are so bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to my answer. Do you hear me and let this count kill me? I deceive even your very eyes. But your wisdoms could not discover these shallow fools brought to light, who, in the night, overheard me confessing to this woman how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the lady hero. How you were brought to the orchard and saw me court Margaret in hero's garments. How you disgraced me. You should marry her. My villainy, they have upon record, which I'd rather seal with my death than do with my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's accusation. Briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
Dropped poison while you uttered it.
And did my brother set thee on to this?
Yea, paid me richly for the practice.
He is framed and composed of treachery, and fled he is upon this villainy.
Sweet hero, the image is appearing in the rare semblance I loved at first.
Come. By this time, our section hath performed Signora Leonata of the matter. Bring away the plaintiffs. Oh, and do not forget to specify when the time and place shall serve. That time and eminence.
Oh, here.
Where's the villain?
Here they are.
Which of these is the villain? Let me look them in the eyes so that when I note another like them, I may avoid them. Which of these is they?
If you would know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the villain that with thy breath has killed my innocent child?
Yea, even I love.
No, not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. For here stand a pair of honorable men, and a third with pleasure at hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. You can record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done if you would think you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose you revenge yourself. Impose on me what penance your invention could lay upon my sin, yet sinned I not but am mistaken?
Upon my word, nor I. And yet to satisfy this good woman, I would bend under any heavy weight that she would join me to.
I cannot bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you, possess the people here in Messina how innocent my daughter died. And if your love can labor on in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning, come you to my house, and since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My sister has a daughter dead. Give her the right you would have given her cousin, and thus dies my revenge.
Oh, noble man, your over kindness is still bringing tears for me. I embrace your offer and dispose henceforth of poor Claudio.
Tomorrow will I see you. As for tonight, I will take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought with Margaret, who I believe was packed in this wrong, hired to it by thy brother.
No, by my soul she was not. Nor do not what you did when you spoke with me. But always has been just and virtuous in anything that I do no higher.
Moreover, madam, which indeed is not your mighty mind, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me an ass. Beseech you, examine her upon that point. Also, the watcher told the one before, they say he was a key in his ear and a lock hanging by it, and borrows money in God's name, with which he hath not repaid so long that now men go hard-hearted and will give nothing for God's sake. Let it be remembered in his punishment.
Here is for thy care and honest pains.
Got it. Your worship speaks like the most reverend youth. I praise God.
Here is for thy pains.
God save the foundation.
Go! I discharge the other prisoner, and I thank thee.
I leave an errand maid in your care, for you to correct yourself to the example of others. God be with you. I wish your worship well. God restore you to health. I hope you be meeting upon. And if a merry meeting shall be wished, God prohibit it. Come nearer.
Farewell until tomorrow, my lords.
Farewell. We look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail.
I will mourn with Hero.
Bring this fellow on, and we will go to Margaret and find out how she became acquainted with this new fellow.
Pray, sweet Mistress Margaret, I desire to work your hands by helping me with this speech of Beatrice.
Oh, will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
It's so high a style, Margaret, that no man living who written my most lonely truth thou deserves it.
Well, to have no man come over me, why must I always keep below stairs?
Oh, your wit is like a greyhound's mouth, it catches.
And yours as blunt as the fencer's foils, which if I heard
A most manly wit, Margaret, but not that it would hurt a woman, so I pray thee call Beatrice, I shall give you the buttons.
Oh, give us swords. We have bucklers of our own.
If you use them, Margaret, you must put them in pikes with vices. They can hurt such maids.
Well, I will call Beatrice to you, who I think have legs.
Therefore will come. Ah! The God of love, that sits above, knows me, how pitiful I deserve. I mean in singing, but much in loving. Leander the good swimmer, Troilus the person boyer of panders, and the whole bookful of these quondam carpet-mongers, whose names yet run smoothly and even wrote a blank verse. Why, they were never so truly over and over the poor sense of my love. I was not born unto a rhyming planet. I care not in festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called for thee?
Yea, senor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay until then.
Ah, then is spoken. Very well. Yea, there I go. Let me go with that which I came. That is, with knowing what passed between you and Claudio.
Oh, only foul words, therefore I shall kiss thee.
Foul words are but foul wind. Foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore, I will be a guest.
Oh, that was frightening me right out of my right sense. to thy wit, I will, but plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge. I pray thee now, for I will subscribe to my coward if it doesn't answer me in time. I ask you, what are my bad parts that thou first fallen in love with me?
For them all together, which did maintain so politic a state of evil, that they did not invent any good part intermingle with them. For which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Ah, suffer love! A good epithet! I do suffer love indeed, because I love not of my own free will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. You spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to move peaceably.
It appears not in this persuasion. There's not one wise man in 20 who praise himself.
An old instance, Beatrice, that an old man in his time had built himself a monument in which to be remembered. If he did not build such a monument, he would only live as long in memory as the widow weeps and the bell tolls.
And how long is that, thank you?
Tell me, how is thy cousin?
Very ill.
And you?
Very ill.
Serve God, love me, and men. Oh, here comes another one with haste!
Madam, you must come to your end. It is proven my lady hero has been falsely accused. The Prince and Claudio might have been used. And Don John is the author of all who is fled and gone. Will you come presently? Will you compare this news, Signor?
I shall live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thine eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to thine hands.
Was this the monument of her?
It is, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues is the hero that here lies. Death and burden of her wrongs gives her fame, which never dies. So, the life that died of shame is in death with glorious fame. Now, on to thy homes, good night, and yearly I will do this right.
Master's pictures, what is that? The wolves of prey. The lovely day. Before Phoenix wheels, round about dapples, the drowsy east with specks of gray. Thank you, ladies.
Tomorrow, masters, each a several way.
Now, let us hence and put on other things. And after to be in this way.
Let us go.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So the Prince and Claudio were accusing her upon the error we were debating. But Margaret was in some fault for this as well, though against her will, as the true and true course of all question.
Well, I'm glad that all things worked so well.
And by my faith, I bring Count Claudio to the record.
Well, daughter, gentlewomen all, withdraw to the chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come in asked. The Prince and Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. Oh, sister, you know your office. You must be mother to your sister's daughter and give her to young Claudio.
Which I shall do with one countenance.
I must entreat your means, I think.
To do what, Signor?
To bind me, undo me, one of them. Signor Leonardo, your niece does eye me with an eye of favor.
The eye I believe she got from my daughter.
And I to eye her with the eye of love.
The sight of which I believe you had from me, the Prince and Claudio. But what is your will?
Your answer, man, is indefinable. Your goodwill is my goodwill. I therefore wish to be bound to her in honorable marriage. Friar, I think I desire your helpfulness.
My heart is with your liking.
And by heaven, here comes the Prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined to marry my sister's daughter?
I'll hold my mind.
Very well, sister.
How now, my day? Wherefore art thou sad? Why the February face, so full of frost, of storm, and cloudiness?
I think things form the savage bull when he would slay the noble beast in love.
It's the amiable bull Joe, who I think much like you has his bleat.
For this I owe you. Here comes other reckonings. Which is the lady I must see?
This same machine, I do give her.
Well, then she's mine. Sweet, can I see your face?
No. Not until you take her hand in front of this fire and swear to marry her.
Okay, give me your hand. Before this, a holy friar, I am your husband, if you like it.
When I lived, I was your other wife. When you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero?
Nothing certain. For one hero died defiled, but I live, and surely as I live, I am a maid.
No hero. Hero that is dead. She died whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify when after that the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely of fair heroes men. Meantime, let wonder seem familiar, and to the chapel let us press.
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Lady Beatrice, as thou lovest me.
Why, no more than reason.
Then your aunt, Count Claudio, and the prince have been deceived. They swore to me you did.
Do not you love me?
Don't know. No more than reason.
Why then, my cousin, Ursula, and Margaret are much mistaken. They did swear you did.
They swore you were sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
Rather, then you do not love me.
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Oh, cousin, I'm sure you love the man.
And I will be sworn upon that he loves her, for here is a paper written in his hand. A hunting sign that is only her brain fashion Beatrice.
And here's another written by cousin's handwriting stolen in her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
Ah, 'tis a miracle! Come, I shall take thee. By this light, I pity thee.
I would not deny you. But by this day I yielded upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace, peace. This stuff.
How dost thou, Benedict, a married man?
Now, Prince, a whole college of witcrackers cannot find me out of my humor. Man is a giddy thing. And this is my conclusion. Claudio, I think that I have beaten you. So now you are to be my kinsman. So leave unbruised and love my cousin.
I had small hope thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, and I would have cudgeled thee out of thy single life to make thee a double dealer, which, out of question, thou wilt be if my cousin know exceedingly narrowly to thee.
We are friends, come! Let us dance and we may lighten our hearts and our lives heal.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
Prince, thou art sad, don't get me a wife, give me a wife! There is no pride more honor than one tipped with gold.
Your brother John is taking flight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not of him till tomorrow. In the meantime, we shall devise great punishments for him. Until then,